and welcome to this epic interview with my gorgeous Bex. She's going to introduce herself, but what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be asking her a few questions about silent counselling. Obviously, you know what silent counselling is. It's on my website. If you don't know, go and have a look, because I'm not going to go into it. What I want to do is I want to focus on how silent counselling has absolutely changed Rebecca's life, because honestly, it changed mine, and I wanted you to see how powerful it is, especially when you hear Rebecca's story. So, Bex, introduce yourself. Just tell everybody what you do and announce yourself as a qualified practitioner.
Hello. So yeah, I am Bex. So I am a coach, a mentor. I'm just here basically to help women connect into their power, heal, grow, flow, all of the things.
Love that. Heal, grow and flow. I love that. That's a catchy phrase. I love it. So, Bex, before you even jumped into silent counselling, you actually experienced it firsthand with me.
Oh, I did. Yes. I did.
How you found that session, because obviously you did not expect it to be the way, and your hair was a lot shorter. I've just remembered it was a lot shorter then.
I know. So I literally I was going through a difficult challenge at the time. My daughter was about to have an operation, and it had brought up every fear in me, trauma, all the things. And I'd hurt my back. It was really hurt. Every time I leant forwards, it was like pulling me in. And Sam had kindly said to me, you know, let me give you this session. I had no idea what you were going to deliver to me. So I'm just like sat there. Okay, I trust you. Let's go. It was craziest session. I'm so glad I experienced it like that, because I love it now when I see my clients' faces like, what are you doing to me? What just happened? And I'm just thinking, it's okay. I know what's going to come. and so you did your magic on me. We released. I had no idea what was going on, but I just know I released a lot of emotion that day, and not emotion in a way that was like, I'm sad. My body just went, I need to release. And I'm there crying the heaviest tears I think I've ever cried, but with not a feeling of sadness, just let's get this out. And then afterwards, I don't remember if it was that night or the next morning, but my pain was gone.
You know,
and did you lose it? So my pain was gone.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it's like, say, that night or the next morning, but it was gone. And this is a pain, my back pain. So anyone who knows me or follows me knows I've had this on and off since I was 15, and it literally derails my life sometimes. I have not had it since. It hasn't even twinging. It's like and it feels gone from my body. I spent a fortune on trying to remove this pain. A fortune. So yeah, that was it. And the other thing that after that session, which I wasn't looking for or expecting, was I just felt really empowered. I just felt really like, yeah. I mean, I didn't even know what in flow meant then. You know, I say this now, we grow with flow. I didn't even know what that meant. But I just felt like, yeah, I can do it all. It was literally my feeling. I remember messaging you that, like, just felt really empowered. So yeah, it was really, really, really powerful. So that was last year, wasn't it? I don't know, like, I don't remember, November or something time.
I think it was, yeah.
So yeah, that was my first experience, which I'm so happy that I had. And then I can't remember when I joined you. When did we do silent counselling? I started it
March.
Yeah.
You joined the January one, but obviously things came up, and then you did it again in
baby, childcare, all the things. And actually, it was perfect. It all worked out perfectly.
It was
aligned timing.
So you enrolled onto silent counselling, and how did you find the course in itself?
The silent counselling is just single-handedly the most powerful, extraordinary work that I've ever experienced and done. It really, really is. I literally can't tell, like, out of anything, hands down. If I was to go back to my beginning of my journey and someone said to me, you're only allowed to pick one thing out of all the things you've ever learned or done, I'd choose that every single time.
I so agree with you, because literally, I mean, I'm all for mind work. You know me, I love the unconscious mind work, timeline therapy, releasing all the beliefs and all those things. But it was that moment when I done my practitioner training, and I, same as you, put my hands on the collarbone. This is where we carry flight or fight mode. And I cried. I was like, oh my God. And it was like, not tears of sadness. It was, oh my God, I've just been holding on to this for so long.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
realized I've just been so stuck in moving forward because I was so scared of the future version of me. And that was when this pain in my shoulder I had really from when I was 40. So for nearly like 2 years, same as you, I invested thousands, loads of money, and it was just a blockage in my masculine energy because I
Yeah.
was hustling, doing all the things and not being in flow with my feminine side. And by releasing that within 4 days, boom, gone. Oh, my
So
baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. And how has it helped you in your day-to-day life? Because again, it's about self
oh,
before you serve others.
insane. This for me has literally changed my life completely. So I already, I have trained in trauma training, which was incredible and is incredible, and I still hold on to those tools. I have done a lot of emotional work, a lot of mindset work, all of the things. So I was already using all of this in my business. But there was something inside of me, and something I was finding in clients, is that we could get so far, whether that was my journey or theirs, and then there's like this stick, this bit that I'm like, just can't quite dig that out. And it was frustrating me. It's frustrating my mind, because I'm like, I have like nailed all this stuff, but there's few things just pulling me back. I remember you messaged me, you said, oh, I was like, you were like, I want to get hold of you like a ketchup bottle. I just want to shake the last bit out of you.
Yeah.
And I remember crying as I read it, because I was like, that is how I feel. And so this work for me, it's changed massively my home life, which at the end of the day, our home life is the foundation to everything. Like if the home life isn't in balance, it's so difficult to bring everything in balance. And don't get me wrong, I've got a happy home life, but there were sticking points. We're a blended family, husband and wife. We've got businesses together, like all these things. I have two amazing daughters, and one of them is my mirror, just there, with all the attitude and sass in the world, showing me every little part of me that needs to be uncovered. Bless you. And so all of this is going on, and this work literally shifted something for me that I have been working on for 6 years.
Wow.
6 years. 7 years now. I have been working on my blended family situation. It's a lot, anyone who's been through that, it's hard. You have stepchildren, you're a stepmom, you have ex-partners into the mix and all of that. You're all triggering each other, and there's so much emotion and so much balance to be found. And I'm not here to just do it in a way that's, like whatever. I want to show up, and I want to know that my children, whether they are my stepchildren, my children, when they grow up, they grow up and say, I grew up amazing because of my childhood, not in spite of it. Like that really matters to me.
Yeah.
But I couldn't unstick some of the feelings, and I was like, I can't shift this. And I've done the work on it. I've done it. And I'm so grateful that I've done it, because what I know and hold and understand now is so much. But I did this work, and literally the feeling that I had that was just holding me there, like pulling me back, like every time I tried to fly, the rains were coming in, gone. 100% gone.
Love it.
Because people ask me this, they say, yeah, but do you do the work and then it's in the sweat? No. The limiting beliefs, yes, they can reappear. That's not what the work is. But the underlying current, the energetic force behind it, which is what holds the power, that's gone. I'm free. And that feeling, I think I told you, I was writing out my gratitude, and I was like, and all of a sudden I wrote, I'm so grateful my mind and body is fully at peace now. Well, my mind and body is fully at peace. That's a true statement. My mind and body is at peace. That in itself, and that, I mean, that's just one of them. The other thing for me, I spent my life struggling with gluten. Shouldn't eat it. No, I shouldn't eat it. Used to think it was hilarious because I used to get a baby belly, way before I had babies, and used to look like the look. Actually, it's like, oh, I look like I'm pregnant. Yeah, not funny anymore. Don't want to look pregnant anymore. I've done my bit. And it started to really impact my life, though. It was hurting me. It's uncomfortable. But I couldn't stop eating. I want the pizza, and I have a sandwich, and then I'm craving more, and I'm like, what is that? So we did the release. It was actually in my training. One of the other ladies did it on me. She said, what do you want to release? I said, this gluten problem. gone. One session. I have not had to revisit this.
That's amazing. And that's the thing about, that's why I love silent counselling, because silent counselling is EFT on steroids. So like with EFT, you always tap in, you tap in, you tap in, you tap in. But tapping is affirming. You're affirming something. And what silent counselling does is it discharges first the problem to allow the solution to finally embed unconsciously. And as Rebecca had said, it doesn't do anything for limiting beliefs. It cannot. It works with the energy of the body. So for limiting beliefs, you've got to work a lot deeper, which I know you're going to work very, very soon. But so, and I love that, like you said that, because it doesn't come back. It just doesn't. Like my shoulder pain hasn't come back. All right, today I had a little bit of a masculine bolt, but there was no shoulder pain there. It's I fucking love this stuff. It's just insane.
Powerful. Literally. So I've dropped a dress size. I lost so much weight in a few weeks that I was like, I actually got pains in all my joints, and it turned out I needed salt. I was like, luckily someone realised for me, because I was like, why do I hurt? And they were like, hey,
needed what?
Salt,
yes.
I've lost salt. So I was like, muscle tested it. Salt, yeah. And I muscle tested exactly how much I needed, all the things. Amazing. My body got no aches. I'm energetic. I've got a baby that's like 8 months old and doesn't let me sleep, and I am full of energy. I'm full of energy. I've dropped a dress size. I've got rid of. I'm back to the way I was, 10 years ago now, and it's still slowly going down now. It's like slowed down, and it's like a pound, and I'm like, what is this?
So when you released your gluten, sorry, Bex, when you released your gluten, was that in the actual training?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just in training. Somebody who was training did it on me, one session, and I haven't wanted it since. This has been a lifelong battle. Like I know I shouldn't eat it, but I couldn't stop eating it. We all do it, right? How many people say, I can't stop eating sugar, I can't stop eating bread, I can't stop, or I grab, or alcohol, whatever it is. And I literally released it. Haven't fancied it since. And I eat what I want, but I enjoy eating the nice things. And sometimes I eat crisps, and sometimes I eat whatever, and I'll eat an ice cream, and I'll do whatever. But I never, and also, even though I didn't ask for this as such, I'm not overeating. I'm just intuitively, happily eating.
Yeah.
And
I love it. And the thing is, people do put so much pressure on themselves. Oh, I'm not eating this no more. Or I'm on a diet, I've got to do this. And it's like, just fuel your body. Your body wants to eat. Your body wants to eat. But then sometimes
if you've got that stuck energy, mine was trauma trapped in me. How am I meant to, something I don't even remember. I don't even know what it was. But it doesn't matter. That's the amazing thing. I don't even need to know. I don't need to relive it. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to go back to, it's gone. It's gone. And I am free to go in my wardrobe and just go, I've had to go in my wardrobe and go, shit, nothing fits me, and I've had to order a load of new clothes. That's a sad thing, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You're declaring for new stuff. I love it. So what would you say to someone who's never heard of silent counselling before, and if they were thinking about putting it into practice, into their coaching practice?
This is the difference between your clients walking away and going, oh yeah, I feel better, and yeah, whatever, but then they're still able to slip back, and then so they it's like they got the treat and they're like, oh yeah, you did amazing, I feel great, and then 3 months down the line they retreat.
Yeah.
This is the difference between you giving them a lifelong change and not. And that's the power of it. It's like I've got a client who's been with me. She was my first client, and she signed up for me for a year, and then obviously I had a baby and she had things going on, and we just agreed that we'd pick back up afterwards. But I knew what I was training and everything, and I've made her hold out, because for me, even though she paid me at the time that was at the rate that was for then, it matters to me that my clients leave and go. She sorted me out. I've got 100%. Now I'm like, I worked for him. We would get wins, and and it was like this. And I'm like, I know, and I can't wait to deliver this for her, because I'm like, I want to leave you feeling clear, connected, and being like, oh my God, that was like life changing. And that's the difference. That is the difference.
It makes such a huge impact in people's lives. That's what we want to do. We want to be able to make that ripple effect, so then they can go off and make an impact, and
exactly
helping everybody.
Exactly. 100%. And it is about that. And it's like, when you sit, I mean, I always say in my business, one of my taglines and my mantras is like, I'm not just here for change, I'm here for generational change. And that generational change, when I got that, when we work on us, when we show up and do the work, like, so many women, it's like we feel selfish, don't we? Or should we take the time, or should we do this? We've got to be mum and wife for this. It's like, when we show up and do this work, it's like we don't just change now, we change the past and give that voice, that energy that we're carrying inside, that was our mums, our grandmoms, you know, all of the things, and they didn't have the voice, and they didn't have the opportunities and the platforms and this, all of this. We changed that for them, and I literally feel like they're there, like up in heaven, wherever they are, like, thank you. And then we change it moving forwards, and then, like, it's like a never-ending ripple effect. It's so powerful.
I love that. That is so beautiful, honestly, because that's what I'm a big believer in, is cutting the generational curses of the past, so then we can create new generations of the future. 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I love it. Bex, thank you so much for that. I love this. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm just so overjoyed. And, you know, reach out to me if this has called you and this has made your soul go, I have to have this in my life. Believe you me, that is a message. Do it. Like, I can't even say anything else. It's just so powerful. So thank you so much for watching. And Bex, thank you so much, my darling. I love you.
Love you.